Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Sarah Drysdale. She's Family and Consumer Sciences Agent in Ballard County. Now, we have had some very cold weather here recently, and today you are going to help us understand why our skin gets so dry in these winter months.
Absolutely. So you're right. We've had some really cold weather lately. I know I can feel that my skin's been really dry lately. I'm sure everybody else has understood that, just having to be out in the cold wind, going from the cold outside to a warm inside, and what that actually does to our skin. We just get kind of dried out. Our skin may feel scaly, scratchy, tight, and even look dull.
Why does our skin get so dry in the cold weather?
We don't have as much moisture in the winter as we do in the summer. In the summertime and springtime, we have a bit more humidity in the air. I'm sure you hear it with your weather station talking all the time about dew points and humidity. In the wintertime, our dew points may be lower. There's not enough humidity in the air because it's so cold. All those water vapors are just evaporating or become ice, snow, and whatever else. So there's not enough moisture in the air for our skin. And then the same thing when we go inside or we're inside a long time, we have our heat on and there's not enough moisture circulating in your house. So your skin becomes really dry. And sometimes you can feel it when you breathe in your nose, you breathe in that dry air and it just feels really dry.
Well, Sarah, do you have any tips for us on ways that we can take care of our skin during the winter?
So the biggest thing about taking care of our skin during the winter is just being sure that we moisturize. So the American Academy of Dermatology Association recommends that we use a really nice thick cream. Anything that we can maybe find in like a jar or that can squeeze out in a really nice thick paste out of a tube is what's best for our skin. It's recommended using hyaluronic acid products if you can find that in some of your lotions, because that is really good with helping to absorb moisture back into your skin.
Yes, in the wintertime, I always have to keep hand lotion nearby because my hands, they dry and they crack. Sarah, what about humidifiers to help bring back moisture into the home?
Absolutely. So there are lots of different ways to bring moisture back in. Humidifiers are a great option, most especially if you have little ones in the house. It really is good for them to still keep that moisture because their noses can get dry, which can lead to bloody noses or even just yourself getting a bloody nose. We do want to be careful with humidifiers because them running constantly on a very high setting could create some mold and moisture problems in your home if not properly ventilated.
Sarah, there are so many brands when we walk into the store, and sometimes it can feel very overwhelming when we see certain price tags of these items. Many of us feel influenced to spend a lot of money on these products, but is that totally necessary in order for us to get a good product?
That is a great question, Christy. And no, you don't have to break the bank to get a good product. What we always recommend when looking at products is to read those ingredient labels on the back. You're really wanting to find what works best for your skin. Obviously, if you have sensitive skin, you really need to stick with things that say for sensitive skin. If you're wanting to try out something new and different, just be sure you read those ingredients on the back, but just make sure that it says moisturizing and gentle because that is always best for skin. And you want to look again for those products that may contain hyaluronic acid because dermatologists recommend that as a very good way to help bring moisture back into your skin. And also to look for maybe water based products as well because that can help add in that extra layer of moisture to your skin. And then, of course, if you have any questions about a certain type of product, we do recommend you consult with your own dermatologist.
Sarah, there are so many different skin types, and I know that plays a big factor into the items that we can buy. So always talk to your dermatologist. Do we have any resources through our local extension office that people can ask for when it comes to skincare, staying hydrated?
Yes, your extension office has lots of publications about staying hydrated, lots of publications about, skincare and all sorts of other good stuff mixed in with that with self-care and self-pampering, which was actually one of our lifelong learning series lessons we have taught this past year. So there's lots of good information at your extension office.
Okay. Thank you for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we will see you next time.